everyone, my name is Chloe, and today I'm here with June's Book Haul Revisit. So if you didn't see last month, I kind of started doing this Book Haul Revisit, which is something that I'm not the first one to do by any means. But what I did is I went back and looked at the first year of my channel, which was 2020. So I started my channel in December of 2019, I think, somewhere in December. And so 2020, I hit YouTube hard. That's all we were doing because it was, lockdown, and what else can you do? So I was doing that, and I did in and outs every month, just like I tried to do now. I kind of took some breaks, but where I talk about what I'm hauling and unhauling for the month. So I want to go back to those videos in 2020, and now 3 years later, see, have I read the books that I hauled, or are they still sitting on my shelf? So last month, I did pretty good. And so now let's see what June 2020 brings. So in June of 2020, I had my middle daughter, my second daughter, and she was born June 12th. And so this video that I'm about to show you was recorded July 3rd. And you guys, I feel like I'm talking out of snail's pace because probably I was just in that newborn haze and trying to figure out how to juggle two. When I had one kid, it was just me and her one-on-one. I could deal with everything. And then having a baby, it was interesting. Any moms out there or dads or caregivers or whatever, I would love to know which transition was the hardest for you, like 0 kids to 1 kid, 1 kid to 2 kids, 2 kids to 3, like on and on and on. I don't know. I am interested to see if I were to answer that question. I don't know. I think from 1 to 2, I really had to realize that I could not meet everybody's needs all at once, which is really hard for me to stomach because I'm an Enneagram 2. I love taking care of people. I love meeting people's needs. I'm also a very just mama bear person, and I love my role as mother, and so not being able to meet both their needs at once was kind of hard for me. But then 2 to 3 was definitely harder for me. But my third child was 2 months early. She was a preemie, so I don't know if that's number of kids or just circumstantial. So I would love to know, but that has nothing to do with this video. So I've got my handy dandy little dry erase board, and we are going to see how many books that I have read, how many that I have not read, and how many that I have unhauled without reading. And so really the only ones that are still on my TBR at all would be this number unread. So we're going to hope that number is small. We'll see. I don't know. I have not watched this video. I did scan through the unhauls, so you guys wouldn't have to sit through that because who cares what I unhauled 3 years ago. So let's just see. I'm going to screen share, and we're going to hope that I did decently well. Let's see. Okay, and I will have this video linked down below if you care to go back and watch kind of the mess that 2020 was for me. But this, for some reason, is still one of my most popular videos on this channel. I have no idea. I've done this in and out thing for almost 3 years, and for some reason, this video is it. So let's just play and see what I hauled.
The first one I'm hauling is Almost Just Friends by Jill Shalvis, and this one is about a girl named Piper who has spent her life raising her siblings, and the last thing she has to do now, her siblings are grown, and she has to fix up this lake house her grandparents left her. And after
okay, so I have read this. This is a part of the Wildstone series, and I've read this.
Come back, and some secrets come out, and I think it's just that story. Then The Summer Deal by Jill Shalvis, and I think this one is about two girlfriends, female friends.
This is also part of the Wildstone series, so I've read that.
And I know one of the girls struggles with a chronic illness, maybe. I'm not really sure, but these are all 3 of these Jill Shalvis books are from my sister.
Also, Rainy Day Friends, also Wildstone, also read it.
That maybe reveal some secrets or throw the kink and things. Then I have The Rose Garden by Susanna Kier.
So I'm going to pause this really quick on the whole Jill Shalvis thing. We interviewed Jill Shalvis for Bree from Bree Unabashedly on Instagram. Her and Sarah and I from the book, Sarah from the Book Schnitter, we had a group called the Book Sisters, and we interviewed Jill Shalvis. So I will find that video and link that down below. But I binge read the whole Wildstone series, which is probably one of her more women's fiction series. And so I read all of those. So far, so good. I have also read The Rose Garden here because of Bree. Bree loves Susanna Kearsley. I did not love this book, so I did unhaul it, but I have read it.
I've never read any Susanna Kearsley, but I know Bree from Falling for Romance. Well, Falling for Romance is what she is on Instagram. She's Bree Hill on YouTube, but she loves Susanna Kearsley. And this one's about a girl who her sister dies maybe, and she goes back to their home in Cornwall, and it's maybe a time travel novel. It's present day, and then also the family that lived there in the 1800s. I think she maybe starts to see a guy who is from the 1800s, and so I don't really know a whole lot about this one. It's a little big, and historical fiction kind of freaks me out, so I'm a little nervous about this one, but this one's also from my sister. Then I'm really excited about this one, Sunrise on Half Moon Bay.
I have read this one, and I really liked it.
20 years apart or something, really, really far apart. And so the younger sister is just graduating college or around that age when her parents need her help because they're old and ailing and need some assistance. So she starts taking care of them, and it's all funded by the older sister, who is this powerful lawyer. And so then their parents pass away, and they're both kind of in this weird limbo spot because the lawyer, she has kind of like put her job ahead of her marriage and everything, so that's kind of crumbling. And then the younger one has been taking care of her parents for so long that she doesn't really know like who she is without that. So this one sounds so good. Then The Perfect Neighbors by Sarah Pekinen.
I've read this one.
I don't know anything about this one, and it doesn't have any synopsis on the book anywhere. So I'm just going to leave this as a mystery. It said the bottom says a compelling and suspenseful tale. Okay, then we have Under an Alaskan Sky by Jennifer Snow.
Yeah, I read this one, and I did not like it. He
starts falling for his best friend, and then his ex comes back into the picture. So I love single dad stories, and I just think this one will be really fun. This one, as well as the next one, are from my Harlequin unboxing. I sent in one of the little, this one might have one, I doubt it. Oh yeah, maybe. One of these little free book things from the inside of a Kristen Higgins Harlequin book, and they sent me these 2 books for free. So this is one of them, and then also Unleashed by Diana Palmer.
Yep, didn't like that one either, so I won't be sending in any more mail-ins.
This is about a girl who kind of falls for her boss, and they're obviously, he's a rancher, I think, and so it's that story. I've been warned that the cowboys are very alpha male, so I don't know if I'll love this one, but I will definitely give it a shot. Then these last 2 are big, exciting ones from my sister again. The first is Regretting You by Colleen Hoover.
I've read that.
A mother and daughter, and the mother had gotten pregnant when she was really young, and so she's trying to like protect her daughter from doing the same thing. And I think we get stories from both of them, and maybe all like different timelines. I'm not really sure, but I'm so excited to read this one. And then last is The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. This one I know everybody's probably.
Holy moly, you guys! I have read all of these books. I've read them all. Holy moly. I'm genuinely shocked by this. Like, I read all 10 books that I have hauled that month, and that is awesome. So maybe, moral of the story, maybe I do. So I was thinking at the end of this video watching segment, I would maybe read one of the ones because last month there was not any like great ones to read just right now. And so I'm filming this video on June 11th with thinking that then I would have time to read what some of the unleft. But there are none unleft and none that I unhauled without reading, which doesn't actually surprise me because I really, really rarely unhaul without reading. But I think pat on the back, sister. That is awesome. So that's it. That's everything I hauled in June of 2020. I don't know why that video is so popular, but I'm proud of it, I guess. And yeah, that's it. So let me know if you've read any of those books, and we'll see you in the next one.